But Star, hey, it's good to be fashionably late.
Hello, Jennifer.
Good morning.
I'm sorry I'm late for our breakfast.
That's all right. Oh, I don't have a watch on.
Although, this whole posh thing, you know, it is very English, but I hear, this is why I'm late.
Why?
Mexican breakfast, yeah? Yeah?
God.
Now that...
Like, that's a breakfast burrito, isn't it?
That's a breakfast burrito for you. I hear you like Mexican food.
I do.
Good.
Very
That could have been really awkward.
It would have been really awkward if
We'll
I was
put
like,
that there.
no, I usually like a Japanese breakfast.
Japanese breakfast. No, I don't have one of them. I don't have one of them. But lovely of you to join me for breakfast to talk about this film. Although I have to say, with this film, I almost feel like we could just sell it by saying, this lady gets very saucy in this film, and everyone would go see it. Well, the men would, wouldn't they?
Is that all that we need to sell it?
Should we stop? Is that it?
Yeah, it was a completely different role for me, and it was one of those experiences when you are able to just have complete freedom, total abandon, and just, you know, be as insane as you possibly want to, and nothing is too far.
A lot of people will be watching this thinking, yeah, horrible bosses, they're just about to go on their way to work. They'll know the feeling. I mean, do you sort of empathise with that notion that maybe most of us hate a boss or hated a boss at some point?
Yeah, I mean, I would hate a boss. Sure. I mean, obviously that has existed and does exist. And hopefully it will maybe wake up those horrible bosses to, you know, maybe kind of treating their employees with a little bit more respect.
For the record, I do love my boss. I think I should make that clear.
Do you love your boss?
Yes, very much so.
Is your boss here?
No, but he's probably watching. So
oh, good. So there we go.
I should be very careful.
You love your boss.
You love him too.
I adore your boss.
Yeah, it's a great cast in this film.
Isn't it a great cast? Those three boys are amazing.
They're amazing, but
their chemistry is unbelievable.
Every time you go through, there's a different person in each scene. Obviously, Kevin Spacey pops up.
I know,
Donald
amazing.
Sutherland pops up.
Beautiful.
Of course, you have Colin Farrell.
Not even realize that was Colin after the end of the movie.
And you are, of course, a dentist in this, which I think actually doing us a favour because you were going to make everyone want to go back to their dentist. If you've forgotten, go back to your dentist, because if there's someone like you there, I think they'll be queuing.
But if they were, you'd have to go or change your dentist and try to find a new one.
All right, I'd better lay off the sugar.
Yeah.
I think that'll do for now.
Or the burrito.
The burrito. All right, well, you haven't touched this yet. Obviously, you're going to consume all of this burrito.
Oh,
so,
every bit of it.
we're going to come back for part 2. That was the end of part 1. So join us later for part 2.
Part 2 is coming up.
Jennifer eats the breakfast burrito.
That's what part 2 is.
I'd stay. Welcome back. You've interrupted our breakfast with Jennifer Aniston today. Still haven't eaten the burrito. Jennifer, you look fantastic in this. A lot of people say about how great you look in this film when you were in your 20s.
Most women I know do, to tell you the truth. I mean, you know, how they always say youth is wasted on the young, because there's something about, you know, being in your 20s where you're just sort of, you know, wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, and there's something you just haven't quite gotten a grasp of. And everybody would, you know, had said to me, when you hit 40, you're just going to feel a complete calm. And it's true.
The one token moment during the interview when we mentioned Friends, I was sort of 7 years on since Friends. People always ask if you're getting back together, but you don't need to. It's on telly always. It's like a part of our lives.
Why would we? It's there all the time. You flip on, especially here.
Yes. I think there's like a Friends channel. Because if you're a man with a woman, whenever you creep out the room, you come back in and the woman's...
Back on it?
Back on.
I think that's a wonderful thing. Yeah, we've just, listen, Friends gave us so much. It was one of the greatest things we all ever did, and it might very well be one of the greatest jobs we'll ever have.
Great to see you.
Great to see you.
Can we second date again?
Yes. We'll actually have a full-on Mexican meal.
All right, you bring the food next time.
Okay, I'll bring it.
Do you want to take this away?
You can have it. Anybody else want it?
Very good.